And they're off. A step slow away towards the outside was Marinakis, and drifting in towards the inside from a wide draw is Smasher. Early pace around the outside from Tallulah Myler from her widest post of all, but she'll try to head them all off as they go into the turn. It is Tallulah Myler who has got the lead. She has been pressed every step of the way by Boulders Brass, who is right there in second, and Albert C to the inside in third. The three at the top of the betting market, 1, 2, 3 early in the race, and then sitting in fourth is Full Prime, who's got a perfect toe early as they now race inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Driven around the outside is Bishop's Glory. Next towards the inside, Send Your Pocket. A break now of 4 lengths to Victory House. Then on the inside, Cloudy Breeze. Nothing from Missing You. And also Smasher is out the back of the field. Down inside the final furlong and a half. And it's Albert C who has got the lead. Full Prime to the inside now. Comes alongside. They have gone clear of Send Your Pockets. Late dash from Bishop's Glory. Inside the final half furlong now. Full Prime to the inside. A half length in front over Albert C towards the near side. It is Full Prime who wins. Albert C was in second, and in third, Send Your Pocket.
Danny Muscat's just brought Full Prime back into the winner's enclosure. First time in her career. My goodness me, they went some pace there, didn't they? That was the right tactics.
Yeah, they went quick, and I was able to I had options for my draw, which made life easier, and she made my life easy because she popped well and travelled good. The two of them were duelling, and then Stuart's horse got in the action as well, and it probably just softened them up in front of me, and she got a nice easy trip. But I like the way she came up behind him at the bottom of the straight, and got a nice fill into her lungs and stuck on really well for pressure.
Did Tom think that she was better today than last time we saw her?
Not necessarily. I thought she ran a good race last time, and she's shown her 2 best runs have been around this track and trip. So that's probably a key asset to her, and no, she enjoyed it, and delighted to get ahead in front.
And they're off. Racing over 6 furlongs, very awkward coming out of the stalls was Codius Sangarius, who now drops the tail of the field. Sharon McCready is extremely keen, tries to get some cover, and now will get it as Dancing Empress moves on around the outside. Dancing Empress takes the lead. Company Minx to the outside, racing in second. Come On Girl is in third. Sharon McCready still racing very, very keenly in fourth position. Then Runner Bean up against the inside rail. Codius Sangarius is now last but one. Forever Dreaming is the back marker. They're making the turn and racing inside the final 3 furlongs. Dancing Empress has the rail and has the advantage by 3 parts of a length over Company Minx, who now comes alongside in second. Towards the inner, Come On Girl. Out wide is Sharon McCready. Then going the cutaway route to the inside, Runner Bean, who has every chance. Meanwhile, down the centre of the course, Codius Sangarius begins to pick up. Totally outrun at the back of the field is Forever Dreaming. Inside the final furlong, and Company Minx has a lead of 3 parts of a length. Over on the far side, Come On Girl. Towards the near side is Codius Sangarius. Racing inside the final 50 yards. Company Minx is in front. Company Minx held Codius Sangarius, and to the inside, Come On Girl.
Rianne, well done. That looked pretty smooth. Talk us through it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, John just said to me, it's the first time Visor's just let her jump out and just let her travel. And she's done exactly that. She's pinged the gates lovely, was able to get in a nice posse, and she's travelled away sweet the whole way.
So hard. this game, isn't it? Getting winners, the graph behind the scenes, how good is that to get a winner on the board?
Yeah, really nice to get a winner on the board. I've been a bit quiet recently, and this last week's been a bit busier. There she is. But yeah, I had a near miss on Friday on 150 to 1 shot that only just got done at Lingfield, and yeah, it's just nice just to get one on the cards, really.
That visor helper today, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I've not sat on her before, but John said to me beforehand that she's been going well with the visor at home, and it's obviously done the trick today.
He's flying. He just had a winner at Wolverhampton, Sir Rodney the other day.
Yeah, no, his horses are in great form at the minute.
Good stuff. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And they're off. 1 mile and 3 furlongs ahead of them. Polar Princess on debut has to just be pushed along in the very early stages. The early pace is put up by Sapphire Seas. To her outside races Cloud Angel, and to the inside rail is Crack of Light, who's a little keen, lit up to the inside rail in 3rd place as they go into the turn. Sapphire Seas leads by 3 parts of a length to Crack of Light on the inside rail, and 3 deep is Cloud Angel. Next is Page 3, then to the inside rail Polar Princess, and the back marker is Charlotte Square as they race now on towards the back straight, and they have 1 mile to go. Sapphire Seas and William Buick, they lead by just over a length to Cloud Angel, Robert Havlin in 2nd. 3 parts of a length away to the inside, Kieran Fallon on Crack of Light in 3rd. 1.5 lengths to Page 3 in the hands of Ray Dawson in 4th. 1/2 a length to the inside, Kieran Schumacher aboard Polar Princess, and still just over a length away is Charlotte Square and Rob Hornby, last of the 6, and they go midway down the back straight, and they're going now towards halfway. Sapphire Seas still has control by a length, but now she just lugs out a little bit away from the rail as they go through that intersection where they would be leaving the track on the inner course. So it is Sapphire Seas back now on the straight and narrow, leads them into that far turn to Cloud Angel racing in 2nd. Crack of Light is in 3rd. In 4th, Page 3. Then to the inside, Polar Princess, and still the back marker with 1/2 mile to go is Charlotte Square. Little change in the order as now they begin to quicken it up, and they're making the run round the turn and on towards the final 3 furlongs. Sapphire Seas and William Buick still by 3/4 of a length. Robert Havlin now just begins to niggle along Cloud Angel to try and close on the outside in 2nd. Covered up to the inside, Crack of Light in the hands of Kieran Fallon in 3rd, and now he's asking the question to the outside, Page 3, and they're racing down towards the final 1/4 mile, and Sapphire Seas tries to split the field. She's gone clear by over 2 lengths. In 2nd now, Crack of Light. Page 3 is staying on, and then down the outside, Polar Princess. They're well inside the final furlong. Sapphire Seas now beginning to extend. She's gone clear by 4 lengths over Page 3, and Crack of Light, pillar to post. Sapphire Seas makes all to win. In 2nd on the inside, Crack of Light, and in 3rd, Page 3.
William, well done. Rare you get to do pretty much whatever you want on a horse and control a race, but it looked like that was one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she would probably rather something to follow, you know, but it was just the way it unfolded, and she picked the race in front. You know, she's looking around at everything, so as a consequence, she went slow. But I really liked the way, when I asked her to quicken, she quickened up instantly, and, you know, she was progressive all the way to the line, so, you know, up in trips, so obviously you didn't get much of an indication of whether she'll say a truly run 1.5 miles, but that was good performance.
Completely different sort of learning experience for her tonight, wasn't it, compared to Wolverhampton, which is chasing, having to make up ground. Kempton can be the wide spaces when you're out in front there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she learned plenty at Wolverhampton when she won during the winter, and another step forward today, so let's hope that she can build on it.
And you said we didn't really learn much about stamina today. I mean, she has Elite Army 1.5 miles further down her pedigree. Were you, in terms of the future, you confident enough about that?
I'd say that she'll try. I'm sure somewhere, whether it be 1.25 or 1.5. we'll see what the next step will be, and then, you know, I would say we'll learn a lot more about her when she probably goes up in grade next time out.
What's the ammunition looking like? What's the feel like about the, you know, early season, the Craven just round the corner? We're really, you know, back to the job.
Yeah, very good. Obviously, a very exciting time of year for a lot of people, and you know, I think everyone seems very happy with all the horses, and you know, the ones that are running well are winning, so that's usually a good sign.
Just 199 winners to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done.
Thanks.
And they're off. And not a great start for the favourite, Jeff Coons, a little bit slow to get going as they go through the very early stages of the first division. The Unibet Sports Safe Gambling Maiden Stakes. The early lead is with the filly Swing to the Stars. And she goes on already by a length and a half. Having dwelt at the start, Jeff Coons is rushed up on the outside and now takes second to the outer of Wind in Your Sails, who runs the rail and is in third. Island Star raced in fourth, and then Keen towards the inside. Covert Legend is racing in fifth position. In sixth then, towards the outside as they go towards the end of the back straight, is Angel of Peace. Angel of Peace is racing just in advance of Patriot's Choice as they go into the turn. Lucky Mascot is last but one, and Ashmore, another who broke slowly, is at the back of the field of 9 and is racing about 9 lengths off the leader. The leader continues to be Swing to the Stars. Swing to the Stars by 3 parts of a length. Jeff Coons towards the outside, just been niggled along to try and close on the leader in second. To the inner is Wind in Your Sails, makes the turn in third. Island Star is in fourth. To the inside rail, Covert Legend made the turn in fifth, followed by Angel of Peace, who is in sixth. Towards the outside is Lucky Mascot. On the outside now, a Patriot's Choice, and still last is Ashmore. Inside the final quarter of a mile, Jeff Coons now has the lead, but only just. Towards the inside, Wind in Your Sails has every chance. Towards the outside, Island Star also right there. Island Star takes the lead, drifts across in front of Covert Legend. They're inside the final 100 yards and racing up to close home. It's Island Star. Island Star first past the post. Jeff Coons in second. Close call third. Towards the inside, Wind in Your Sails, a desperately unlucky Covert Legend. May either be third, maybe fourth.
Ray Dawson, substitute for Cam Noble, has just steered this horse back in front. That was quite impressive. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, look, first of all, I feel very sorry for Cam, and obviously he was meant to ride this guy today, so hopefully he recovers sooner rather than later. And I didn't know a lot about the horse, to be honest with you. He had 2 previous nice runs. Looked like he was always going to improve. Not a very strong race on paper, but he actually travelled around very nicely. I was just a bit worried that they go a little bit slow, but in the end he had the best turn of foot, so he's definitely going the right way.
And still sort of ran around a bit. It's still a bit to learn.
He did run around a bit. He kind of went left and right, and he was always, his momentum was always going forward, but he probably just wanted a little bit of company as well, you know, which is a good sign. You know, means he's a bit to learn. So as I said, you know, he's going the right way.
He hit the line hard but showed a lot of pace. Is he a miler at this stage? What did you think?
Look, he's comfortable over the mile. He'd definitely get further, I think. The way he settled so nice, and they didn't go very quick, so they got options, and I'll leave that to Roger.
Got to ask you about page 3, because big filly, imposing in the paddock. She's run a cracker for Keith Dalglish. What kind of feel did she give you?
She has. Obviously she's well bred, and they must have seen a lot in her at home, hence why they took so much time to get on the track. But she gave me a great feel. Again, very, very straightforward for having her first run. Very, very big, and you can only imagine she'll come on again from that mentally more than anything. She was still very green, but she gave me a very good feel, in fairness. So stepping up in trip should see her winning. And
just a quick word on what happened to Cam, and how is he?
He got a fall the other day, but I believe he rode out that lot as well, so he must have been feeling okay. And obviously he's gone to hospital, and he's done his hip or his pelvis or something like that. Anyway, the news only came out this morning, so again, you know, I feel very sorry for him, because he should be here riding this winner, and that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. So all the best to him.
Fingers crossed, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
And they're off. On the inside, it was Manila Mist who got the break but doesn't get the early lead. That goes to Royal Cape with Lose Your Wad towards the outside, racing in second. At the other end of the field, the one who's been driven along at the back of the field is Prosper Legend, running very greenly, only has Tables turned behind as they make their way down the back straight. It's Royal Cape who has the lead by 3 parts of a length. Now it's a length over Lose Your Wad, racing in second. Manila Mist towards the inside rail is in third, and Abu Royal is in fourth position. In fifth, towards the inside, races Cracks King. He is racing just in front of Silence is Golden as they go into the turn. Next is the green racing Prosper Legend, who has gone by Mysterian, who is now last but one, and Tables Turn is still the back marker. They have a half mile to go, and Royal Cape has the rail and has the lead, but only just. Lose Your Wad now moving up to his outside and is pressing that pace, and now around the outside it is Lose Your Wad who goes on with just over 3 furlongs to go. In line for home, Lose Your Wad down the centre of the course takes the lead and travels smoothly. To the inside, Royal Cape is in second. Staying on now in third is Cracks King. Then on the inside, Manila Mist. Back into fifth position, it's Prosper Legend, who continues to stay on, and they're racing now down towards the final furlong. The leader is Lose Your Wad. Lose Your Wad by 2 lengths, battling back Royal Cape towards the inside, and down the outside, Cracks King is continuing to stay on. They have a half a furlong to go. Lose Your Wad and Kieran Schumacher have the lead, but they need the line. It's going to get very tight as they hit the line. In the centre, Lose Your Wad. Over on the far side, the battling back Royal Cape, and towards the near side, Cracks King.
Well, nobody lost their wad on this fella. He was well backed, and Kieran Schumacher has ensured that they got the money. First time you sat on him in public, what did you make of that?
Yeah, a nice, pleasing performance. He really hasn't done a whole lot of home this year, so I think he's probably only done 3 bits of work. So we expected that because we think he's a nice horse, but just half a furlong out, he changed his legs and he became quite vulnerable. I needed the line.
Yeah, and was that just that kind of physical rustiness rather than maybe a pace collapse tonight?
No, just he got tired.
Yeah.
And that was it. I actually think he'd get 10 furlongs in time, so he was very straightforward. He relaxed nicely, so he's got a bright future. He's got
10 and 12 furlong horses in his pedigree, but he wasn't short on pace there, was he?
Yeah, he travelled nice and probably just a little bit fresh, but I think with a nice bit of cover, 10 furlongs isn't beyond reach.
Really impressed by how much more professional he was tonight compared to Newmark. I know you weren't on, but visually, very different sort of outlook tonight from him.
Yeah, he's grown up over the winter. He's actually wintered very well. Yeah. Still, he's not an overly big horse, but he's done quite nicely, and he's been pleasing at home.
And they're off. Monopolised just jinked coming out of the stalls, went left-handed and is at the back of the field early in the Try Our New Price boost at Unibet Handicap. And the 3-year-olds are led by He's a Monster in the early stages. Jahiden racing in second. Seductive Power is in third. Monopolised is last of the 4 as they race towards the end of the back straight. Hollid Oil, He's a Monster, out in front. Jahiden towards the outside, applying a bit of pressure in second, but racing very, very keenly. Then towards the inside rail is Seductive Power, and Monopolised still last of the quartet. They've got a half mile to go. He's a Monster towards the inside of Jahiden, who's still extremely keen, and Clifford Lee will now allow him to take the lead. So it's now Jahiden moves on around the outside of He's a Monster, and still sitting, waiting at the back of the field, Monopolised on the outside of Seductive Power. So 2 by 2, they come at the home straight. just over a quarter of a mile to go. He's a Monster has come back through to claim the lead once again, as Jahidin has already come under pressure and is checking out. Monopolize tries to stay on towards the outside of Seductive Power. They're racing down towards the final furlong. He's a Monster's lead is 2.5 lengths. Monopolize has second. Seductive Power is in third. He's a Monster still out in front. They are closing, but not in time. He's a Monster wins again. In second, Seductive Power, and in third, Monopolize.
Thanks very much, Holly. Just looking back on the replay, you'll like what you saw. It kind of fizz and crack from this horse. He's a kind of coiled spring, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a lovely stamp of a horse, and he's really matured. Going back to his first run, he was very backwards, relaxed type, but he's really improved through each run.
How would you compare the horse that you sat on last season compared to the one that's turned up tonight?
A completely different horse physically. He's tightened up, he's grown, but he's really turned into a nice athlete of a horse. He's got a great attitude, obviously. Showed a few quirks today, but we'll sort that out.
Yeah, and I suppose that's Archie's job, just to kind of harness that enthusiasm.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's been like that before, but it's a long lead out here, and you know, he knows what he's doing there. And I suppose
that's what can happen after the first run. You know, you can almost expect that gassiness first time up, but when they've been to the racetrack and then they come back again, they kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly, and for him to have performed in the manner that he has after being a bit like that, it's a pretty impressive run, I think.
He doesn't have a sprinter's pedigree, but he looks, and physically he's got the backside for it as well. Is he that?
Definitely. I think, you know, sevens is his trick, but off the back of that today he showed plenty of speed, and he could probably get away with a stiff 6 now, and it'll be really interesting to see whether he can translate his abilities on the turf, because he only had one chance of that at the Curragh, and it was bottomless ground, so we'll see what he can do this year.
So an exciting horse to look forward to?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he went up 7 pounds off the back of his last run, and he's defied it in that way, so really looking forward to seeing what he can do.
How are you feeling? Week or so with, you know, shedding the ring rust, getting some racing under your belt, how are you feeling?
Yeah, just so happy to be back, really. I was box walking at home, so I'm just pleased to be back in the saddle and getting provided with plenty of rides and hopefully winners.
And they're off in the 7th and feature at Kempton, and towards the inside, Street Kid will get the first call. Racing around, that one's outside, American Star, and dropping to the tail of the field, Evocative Spark, as they race towards the end of the back stretch. On the inside, Street Kid has got the lead, he's keen. Racing up on the outside, American Star is racing in second. Then the favourite to the inside, Kingdom Come, the red colours racing on the inside of Rainbow Fire as they lead the backstretch behind them. All the King's Men is last but one, with Evocative Spark also at the back of the field, as Danny Muscat and Street Kid now have a clear lead. A half mile to go, the lead is a length and a half over American Star, given the hurry up in second. Kingdom Come towards the inside, travelling well in third. A length away to achieve it along, a Rainbow Fire in fourth position. To the inside, Evocative Spark, and at the back of the field, all the King's Men. They're in line for home, 2.5 furlongs to go, and Street Kid has got the lead. Moving into second is Kingdom Come. He's got 2 lengths to find. In third, American Star. Towards the inside, Evocative Spark tries to stay on. Racing down towards the final furlong. On the inside, Street Kid. Now he's been eyeballed on the outside by Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come takes the lead, goes on, giving chase. Rainbow Fire is in second. All the King's Men towards the outside, but Kingdom Come is simply too good. Kingdom Come wins again. In second was Rainbow Fire, and in third, all the King's Men.
Kieran, I think we were both If not excited, looking forward to tonight. How did that compare with what you might have expected?
It's kind of what I did expect. Clive filled me with plenty of confidence coming into today. Apparently he did a very nice piece of work the other day on the grass. Obviously a 15-pound rise is tough, but he defied it, I think, like we expected him to today, you know. I think he's just a stakes horse, and he relaxed nicely with a bit of cover, and when I did ask him, he put the race to bed, and I wasn't hard on him.
That's what I was pleased about. You know, from the horse's point of view, there was that he was able to take a lead tonight, and he got into a nice rhythm because of it.
Yeah, and just a true run race over 7 was perfect this evening. I wouldn't be surprised if they step up to a mile next time. I think he'd be more effective over a mile, and he's an exciting horse to go to war with. I
was going to ask the opposite, because his pedigree, he's got 1.5 miles in his pedigree, which is ridiculous given the pace he's shown. Has he got any kind of sprinter's pace in him?
All good horses have pace, but I think he's a miler.
Exciting.
Thank you. Yeah, very excited.
Well done.
Thank you.
Can I ask Kieran Schumacher, was that kind of what he expected? He said yes. How about you?
Well, yeah, really pleased. He's proven on the track and the ground and surface, and but you know, 16-pound rise is a big weight to increase, and I'm impressed the way he did it off of 95. You know, very pleased. But as I said to you coming across, we had planned to go to the Lincoln. He would have got into the second race, but I'm afraid it was just too wet there.
Yeah, which makes sense. Not a bad plan B. Part of his education as well. What is he learning, and what are you learning about him?
Well, I think he's going to easily step up to a mile, no worries there at all. But he's clearly good enough in a nice 7 furlong race as well. You know, something like the Victoria Cup would be potentially all right if the ground was okay. Yeah. But I feel we've got an exciting horse to think about with a mile option open as well. So I'm really pleased. He's really settling down mentally. He's improving all the time, and you know, clearly taking a big step forwards again tonight.
And he's kind of making up for lost time, isn't he? I mean, he's had the gelding operation. He had that sort of 14 or so months off as well. Just kind of take us back in terms of what was going on in his life earlier on.
Well, sadly, he had a ligament injury in his foot, and he was off for a long time, 14 months, as you say, and you know, it took a long time to come back. So we were very much, you know, concerned and just delighted that he is. And that's another factor, being able to run on the all-weather, a consistent surface with him coming back like that, is something that, you know, I'm pleased he's got a bit of confidence, really, and you know, the class has been able to proceed as well.
And in terms of when he goes on turf, what would be the scenario you'd like in terms of conditions, or what he might enjoy as a racehorse?
At least just a horse that we would mind accordingly, and not extremes is the answer, really. He's clearly doing the job well and enjoying it as well as I am.
The fractions and sectionals he's putting on in at the moment are pretty frightening. He's doing 11.5 second sectionals for absolute fun. He did it tonight. I think it was 11.07, the penultimate furlong, something like that. He did it previously regularly here when he won.
Yeah, which is great, because he's got a pedigree that suggests he should go further.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, it's very pleasing to see his confidence grow.
So, handicap before you start thinking about anything else?
Yeah, I think he's. We'll take it a step at a time, as we always have with him, and I'm delighted for him, and China Horse Club is great.
Final question: will he be a better miler than a 7 furlong horse we've seen so far?
As long as he keeps winning, I'm quite happy.
Either will do. Well done.
Thank you very much.
They're off. 2 miles out of them in the finale. A little bit slow to get going was Cinzento, who's been ridden along at the back of the field as they go into their first turn. Around the outside, Peerless Percy has the early lead. Towards the inside rail, Donald Llewellyn racing in second, and then in third is All About Alice. In fourth is King Charles as they go around the turn, followed by Nacho Cheese at the back of the field, Global Wonder, and Cinzento on that one's outside as they complete their first 2.5 furlongs. So the leader in the early stages, the Unibet Extra Plate offers everyday handicap is Peerless Percy. Ray Dawson and Peerless Percy by about a length and a half to Donald Llewellyn and Tom Queally racing in second place. In third, All About Alice and Holly Doyle. That one's inside King Charles, now ridden by Danny Muscat. Racing in fifth place is Nacho Cheese and Kieran Fallon. On the outside, the grey Cinzento and Courtney Thomas. Just the back markers on the inside, Jim Crowley aboard Global Wonder. Racing now on towards the final mile and 3 furlongs, and a change to the lead as Donald Llewellyn has come through now to pick up the lead. He goes on by 2 lengths to Peerless Percy in second, 2.5 lengths away. All About Alice is in third, then 3 parts of length to the inside, King Charles in fourth. He in turn has a break of 2.5 lengths to Nacho Cheese in fifth position, a further length to the inside Global Wonder, and a half length to the back marker Cinzento. So they make another turn, the second of their 3 turns, and on now towards halfway. Donald Llewellyn has the lead to Peerless Percy in second. A change now for third and fourth as King Charles has taken third. All About Alice now shuffled back to fourth place as they go through the mile start. 2 lengths away, Nacho Cheese, Global Wonder and Cinzento on that one's outside. So down the back straight, and it's Donald Llewellyn who leads by a length and a half to Peerless Percy in second. A similar break to King Charles in third, a length back to All About Alice, who is in fourth place. The great Cinzento making an early move, now moves into fifth around the outside. Then towards the inner is Global Wonder, and being given a hurry up at the back of the field is Nacho Cheese. Racing on now towards the final 5 furlongs. And as they do so, Donald Llewellyn runs the rail, has a lead of 3 parts of length over Peerless Percy in second place. All About Alice and King Charles still join in third and fourth. A wide trip into the turn for Cinzento. On the inside rail, Global Wonder, and between those two, Nacho Cheese. And now they're about to go past the half-mile peg. And it is Donald Llewellyn against the rail, still has the advantage over Peerless Percy in second. 2 lengths away, King Charles now edges third. In fourth, All About Alice, then Global Wonder, who's now stayed on into fifth, still travelling pretty well at this point, better than Nacho Cheese and Cinzento around the outside. They're in line for home, 2.5 furlongs to go, and it's Donald Llewellyn now asked to try and quicken away from the field, and Donald Llewellyn has a break over the pack. He's gone clear by 4. It is now All About Alice who stayed on into second. In third, Peerless Percy, then King Charles back in fourth. Down inside the final furlong, Tom Queally and Donald Llewellyn are clear by about 4 lengths over in second, All About Alice, but this is all about Donald Llewellyn racing up towards the line. The nightcap goes to Donald Llewellyn. All About Alice was second, Peerless Percy filled out third.